Hi, this is Glenn Allers with Soliculture. I'm making this video for Crossroads Agriculture and Osiris Stevens with Next Step Electric. Behind me is one of our greenhouses here at Bloom Distillery farm that grows primarily turmeric. I'll show you the inside of the greenhouse in a little bit. So again, Glenn Allers for Crossroads Agriculture. Here's the greenhouse facility. This particular bay within the greenhouse is right next to the main distillery, and that produces water as well as alcohol from bio-waste. And the water that is produced comes through this greenhouse into this bay of cattails where it does water filtration. And this is all part of a permaculture greenhouse facility where, again, they're trying to be as fully sustainable. So you can see the panels above the crop. In this case, the crop is just, like I said, a biofilter system, which is cattails. And then the remainder of the greenhouse, in this case, is turmeric and vegetables, which you can see out here. So the water flows from the distillery into this bay, goes through biofiltration, then a second stage of filtration, and then it finally goes into water the crops. So that way they are recycling the water. So this is a 5 kilowatt array covering about 5,000 square feet of greenhouse. This is just a test bay that we've been doing as sort of a demonstration project that we installed, I think, about 4 years ago or 5 years ago. And it feeds into a main panel right here where it is grid connected, and then these two inverters then go into the main power of the greenhouse. Another reason we put the panels here is because we're very close to the main distribution panel of the greenhouse, and to cut down on the wiring requirements. And so we can walk along this greenhouse, and if you look carefully, you can see that the panels are actually glowing. So they're not just red, but they do have a definite glowing color to them, because we're amplifying the red light. We're not just filtering it, but we're actually enhancing the red light, which has the highest photosynthetic efficiency. And although the cattails are not what we would call a cash crop, you can see they are growing extremely well underneath the red panels. They're about 7 feet tall right now, and when we get to the end of the array, you'll see that they're actually doing much better here than they are at the end of the facility. And these panels use a cell dicing technology that we introduced back in 2015 in collaboration with Solaria. Now here you can see very high cattails reaching the roof, and then as we get closer to the end of the array, you can see the cattails are not doing nearly as well. They're probably only about 5 or 6 feet relative to 8 or 10 feet underneath the panels. And so you can see that more clearly from here. It's pretty obvious by sight how much better the cattails are doing underneath the panels relative to this small area underneath the clear panels. Hi, Glenn Allers again, recording this for Crossroads and Next Step Electric. Behind me is a greenhouse structure that we built at Whiskey Hill Farms. This is an organic farm growing a variety of herbs and other organic crops. This was a trial, is to try a new type of greenhouse. It's essentially a modified high tunnel. So this greenhouse is a lot easier to install. We can put in about a 25 by 25 foot by 100 foot greenhouse for less than $40,000, and that includes the panel and all the power generation. So this structure could be off-grid completely, as well as producing more power than the greenhouse consumes. So it can also power a home or facility or a well pump or anything else on the farm that you want. So this greenhouse uses a design of panels that's more like what we're doing now, where it's larger cells, and the larger cells allow us to increase the throughput during manufacturing and therefore ultimately get a lower price point. This greenhouse we did as a trial to test out the structure of the panels, and we grew lettuce and herbs as well as turmeric. And we'll summarize the results of those. Right now it's between crops. We'll soon be converting this into an herb greenhouse for the summer crops. Hi, Glenn Allers here again for Osiris Stevens of Next Step, and as well as Crossroads Agriculture. This is the final greenhouse we have in Watsonville. This is an active cannabis greenhouse. Unfortunately, I can't go into it because the grower is very sensitive about what's going on inside of it. But this has been in production, electrical production, since about 2015. Originally it was an herb greenhouse. Yes, this is a 5 kilowatt array. It's been perfectly functional for over 7 years now. It uses our original technology in collaboration with Solaria.